Is this thing even decaying at this point? Like, how's this shit not decaying, bro? Is my base like too close or something? I don't think it would be, but I mean that's the only fucking explanation that you could come up with. Literally, that's the only explanation you would come up with for why it's not decaying. It's literally been over 24 hours and it's not decayed a single bit. Unless they, for some reason, changed the decay timing, which just wouldn't make sense to me because I feel like even though the other time was, I would say it was a little bit short, of course, like, maybe a couple hours, but like, I thought it was a decent time, bro. You would load into a server, see it at like 20 HP, wait for it to take decay, which would take like an hour or two, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like it was good, bro. I think it fully decayed now. Unless someone raided it, which I don't know. I don't get why they would do that. It's already. Actually, it wasn't decaying. Actually, does is there like a glitch where stone doesn't decay? Because if so, that's kind of lame. I guess it is part of the game, but like that's definitely pretty lame. But I'm hungry as fuck, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I need to start eating like proper meals more. 'Cause I think I only eat like 2 or 3 proper meals a day. And it's Subway in the afternoon and then like fucking food at night. I need to start like learning how to make my own food because honestly, I've noticed me gaining I've gained definitely a lot more weight over the past like, couple of days. They rebuilt? Hmm. Unless they didn't rebuild and someone just ended up finding it decayed. But yeah, it seems like they someone rebuilt it. You can see that it's all wooden right now basically. I mean, somebody's rebuilding it, but someone tried building over here. 'Cause I do not believe that this building was here before. Yeah. This must have recently been raided. think this might have been raided as well. Whoever is raiding these people clearly clearly is really rich in something, because or clearly is not rich, or is just very toxic, because they are taking every single little bit of this. So it could possibly be the people that live in that base now. Could just be, you know, removing their opponents for whatever reason. These are all newer people. So the original people who were on the server were Rawl, Genie, and like two others when I first streamed the server today. Right? Those were the first four people on the server. So now all four of those players have now gotten off, whether that would have been maybe because they got raided, or maybe, you know, they just have things to do. You know, there's just different there's different reasons why people get off. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh bro, this guy got off because he's mad that I took all of his loot. But in reality, he's probably not mad, and you're probably more mad that he stole your loot than you know, you stealing his loot. You know what I mean? He probably just has things to do, unlike you, because you're a no life, and you're thinking that the whole world revolves around you. You know what I mean? Like, some people actually genuinely think that, like, people get off because of them. Maybe sometimes they do, but a lot of the time, people gotta realize that, unlike them, other people have a life. That's something I feel a lot of gamers don't realize, is that just because you don't have a life doesn't mean that other people don't. Pretty sure this guy was on earlier, but maybe not. A lot of these people seem to have been on in the time that I was off, but are possibly offline again. Which makes no sense, because if you're planning on playing a server, you might as well just plan on playing a server for like a couple hours and then getting off. I've only been off for like 2 hours, bro. Again, I'm one of those people who literally have a life and only play like 2 hours though, so. But it seems like everyone on this server just gets on for like an hour or two and then gets off. And I don't know, that to me is just really weird, because I'm like, well, why is everyone on the server only playing like an hour or two and then getting off? You know what I mean? It's just a little bit weird that almost everyone on the server is doing it, rather than it just being like one or two people who does it. And before you go on to be like, oh, what do you mean you have a life? You literally sit here every day and stream. Yeah. Have you looked at how many hours I stream a day? Sometimes I create multiple streams, but it's usually around 2 to 3 hours, homie. What do you think I'm doing in the rest of those hours of the day that I have? I'm definitely not. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably just sitting here and watching YouTube. But I'm also doing business, bro. I'm a business person, bro. I'm a businessman, bro. I invest my money and yeah, bro. No, it's not always all about how do I word this? It's not all about oh, let me think about how I word this. Just because someone sits at their gaming setup all day doesn't necessarily mean that they don't have a life. It just means that, maybe they just don't want to go outside, right? But the, I guess um, the whole thing with people not having a life is when someone is doing something that doesn't benefit them in making like money, I feel. Right? Because bro, you could game all day, but you could be a streamer and making millions, right? And I wouldn't consider that a no life. But if you're doing stuff like sitting at a fucking table or a desk all day and not benefiting yourself with getting money or getting fame, I'm just gonna consider you a no life because that's what you are. You have no fucking life. No life doesn't exactly mean that you don't have a life outside of your home. Like, that's not necessarily what it means, right? A no life is basically a person who literally just sits there all day without anything of benefit, right? Because streamers have benefit of sitting there all day by, entertaining people, and they make millions off of it. What do people who don't stream and do the same thing, what do they do? Nothing. It's not benefiting them. It's not. Right? It's not really benefiting them that much. So, what are you gonna do? I don't know, bro. I mean, that's to you to figure out, but honestly, like, when I'm not streaming, I'll spend like a couple hours on YouTube or whatnot, just chilling, watching YouTube. But a lot of it goes into editing, videos on TikTok and stuff, Because I'm telling you, if you want to build up your business, get a following on TikTok. Don't exactly like instantly go for like selling your business on TikTok. Go for like something where you can go into selling your business. So, you know, build a little fan base or whatnot, whatever you want to really do, and then try to sell your business. Because then you'll have loyal fans who are going to try to want to get it. Obviously, if it's not going to be good, then they're going to tell you and they're going to be like, oh, this shit is garbage, and, you might fuck up. But, you know, you just redesign it, or you know, you fucking, you do something to get your money up, and then, you spend more money in making quality stuff. Doesn't always have to be like oh, if you fuck up in the beginning, you're fucked. No, it's not like always like that, you know? It's not always if you don't make it the first time, just give up and stop trying. It's more of if you fail the first time, get back up and keep trying. You know what I mean? Just continue to try until, you know, the second try doesn't work. Okay, keep going. The third try doesn't work. Okay, keep trying. If you keep on trying by the fifth time, if it doesn't work, then you know that's not your thing. You know it's not your thing, and you can move on to something else you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, if you keep on investing money and it doesn't work by the fifth time that you try, then I just wouldn't invest more money into it. I mean, I would keep on trying, but I wouldn't invest like an insane amount of money in it at that point. But I guess you do you, bro. You know, be yourself. You know, and honestly, yeah, that's what I'm just trying to do right now. You know, I'm just trying to build up like a nice little fan base. You know, and then eventually I want to get into, I guess, making merch, but I don't want it to necessarily be um all about, my YouTube, you know? I want it to be like something that everyone can look at and everyone is gonna like, not just the people who watch, my YouTube or some shit. Like, I feel like people are gonna look at it and be like, yeah, it's not really a thing I wanna wear. But if you're a Danny Duncan fan, you'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. I could say the same thing about, a lot of YouTubers, bro. A lot of YouTubers make merch for their fans, which is great. I'm not hating on it, but I think it would be better for business wise if you make merch and then you make, I guess, merch that like everyone would like, I feel like my picture of what I want to make is like, oh, if I saw this in stores, would I like instantly like be like, oh, that's kind of cool, let me buy it, you know? Or would I be more of like, it's not insanely good, and then I just wouldn't buy it? But I feel like a lot of YouTubers just go for like what their fan base wants, which is good, you know? You're still making money at the end of the day, but you'd definitely be making more money if you did something that everyone would like and not just, your fan base. But it's really just whatever, honestly. So yeah, that's what I basically do in my free time is when I'm not streaming, um I would say like 90% of the time I'm just casually watching YouTube, but that other like 10% is going into full making, making things happen, making TikTok videos, um working on YouTube stuff, business stuff. I think people don't realize that there's a lot more that goes into YouTube. Like I feel like people don't realize that there's actually way, way, way more that goes into YouTube than just, making videos and streaming. You gotta make sure that it doesn't get copyrighted. You gotta make sure when it does get copyrighted, you gotta, go through it. And honestly, some people don't actually realize how challenging it is to be a YouTuber, genuinely. It's not as easy as you think. Well, when you're not a partner with YouTube, you actually get no repercussions of copyright, but you only get like copyright claimed, which is way better than getting actually copyrighted. And it's usually not blocked, but sometimes it just gets like permanently blocked, but like if I go to manage videos, you can see copyright claim, but it has the world next to it, right? Copyright claim. But this one has copyright claim and then it has like the circle with the line through it. That means that it's not going to be shown to YouTube. It's not going to be recommended. So nobody can, other than the people who already watched that, they're not going to be able to like go back into it, if that makes sense. Like they're not going to be able to necessarily um go back and watch that stream, or newer viewers aren't going to be able to watch that stream even if they like really really wanted to. They're just not going to be able to watch it because it's fucking copyright claimed and it's blocked. The same thing happens to Instagram, where if your video gets blocked, certain countries can't see it, which literally basically always happens to me. My videos like are getting constantly copyright claimed, and it's quite annoying, but it's whatever. I kind of do it to myself by listening to like, unreleased Juice WRLD and shit like that, but like I can't help it, man. This map is tiny as fuck, bro. Like severely tiny, bro. But yeah, like a lot more goes into YouTube than, the surface would see. Like as a viewer, you wouldn't really necessarily see the whole the background of what that YouTuber has to do in the the back, behind the scenes. I'm not even gonna try, bro. I don't have a bag in there. It's fucking pointless to try. Also, I mean, I guess he is kind of getting a lot of materials, but it's honestly whatever. It's a fucking game, bro. And especially in a game like this, I mean, you're literally like, if you want to put in the hours, you're also gonna have to put up with the fucking risks of those fucking hours that you put in, you know? You can't just like put in hours into a video game and expect like no risks. Like YouTubers literally spend like weeks making videos and then it ends up going shit because you know something goes wrong. You know what I mean? You gotta put up, you know, when you're spending hours on stuff, you also have to think about the risks. The risks, the risk of, you know, whatever that shit is, and then, you know, which is kind of annoying sometimes, but it's like you always have to take up the risk of losing whatever you like, bro. Literally there's YouTubers who spend thousands and thousands of dollars on sets and then the video ends up going like really shit. Like they don't get the reaction they want, or they, you know, something happens where it just doesn't end up, you know, being as a video. It's just like it is what it is, man. It just is what it is. uh Everyone in the comments, because Kevin Hart posted like memes about himself, and he captioned it. Can somebody tell me why I'm trending? I got endless memes being sent to my damn phone from a bunch of my dumbass friends. What the fuck is going on? Gotta admit, they are funny as hell though. The comments are, he made these memes, he just don't want to admit it. I was wondering when you was gonna join the fun. These look like they was produced in-house. Stop lying, bro. You had your team make these. You def made these, cuz what? Been Kevin, come on now. We didn't make these, says the internet. Why you come on this app and lie? All of these look like you made them. Bro, man's got fucking roasted. Bruh. Uh, he definitely made those. Alright, what the fuck? What kind of map is this, first of all? Oh, a big fucking map. I don't really care. Probably gonna do something non-productive with my day. I'm fucking hungry though. Bro, I want more Rice Krispies, man. Give me more Rice Krispies now. Bro, Rice Krispies are actually the best fucking thing to ever exist. Holy shit. Those things be tasting mad good, bro. Mad good. Yeah, I'm gonna go do something unproductive with my day.